Okay. Okay, Malphite is the lock. So, I understand it. Predominantly physical damage coming out from GiantX. That Nico is going to be support, so really only one and a half.
That map movement from the mid game show up in the early game as well, because in this sort of position, this is kind of the LeBron.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Jun had to flash away. Hans Summer going forward onto Jun, who's popped the heal. Ignite ticking. LeBron flashes out, but Hans Summer gets first blood. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, there's a kill happening in the mid lane as Isma falls and Caps goes down as well. Six does have both the summoners, but you can see as soon as Jackie's is that low HP and doesn't have an ultimate, GiantX know they can't fight that.
No, they're completely going to back away, but I think at this stage, like, for G2, you're happy with the way this game's going. Like, even you're pushing Jackie's back, you're getting the kills that you need, you're now in a position that you're getting the objectives as well. You could probably even get the push up in this top side, transition down towards getting that first dragon.
Something to do with mountains. The teleport comes in behind G2 here. They're looking to take the Drake. They'll get it. Glacial Prison onto Skewmon. He pops the Crescent Guard. Great flash into the bullet time, but not really too much damage on the backline of G2, and they're going to re-engage. Caps goes forward, dashes out to the other side. Jackie's and Jun here as well. Broken Blade trying to flank himself with a TP. LeBron able to get away towards the bottom side. Broken Blade has that unstoppable force. LeBron the first to fall. Flash forward from Lottie to get the stun on BB, who flashes to the wall.
Flash away, sets up for loss. But everyone's just so separated on G2 because Caps was trying to regroup with Broken Blade and they were just all over the place.
Immediately off that, GiantX will start up the Void Grubs. They'll get to LeBron trying to use Isma as a taxi to get out. Skewmon gets in to steal away a Grub though, and that means he'll have Might spawning. Lot coming across. LeBron stopped in the middle of the blast cone, and Lot gifted the kill. 3-2 now in favor of...
They're significantly happier where this one's going. May even catch Ansama here.
Glacial Prison hits. He cleanses and flashes away from Jun. Didn't want to get caught in that pop blossom. It will be a plate over to GiantX. They are losing plates on the bot side, and Skewmon looking for the dive here onto Lot. That tower very low. We'll be able to take it. Lot pops the Grandmaster's Might. Skewmon goes in, but a leap strike out is enough.
Off the map, so it's what you're alluding to, the side waves being so much heavier in G2's favor is netting them a bit of an advantage here as...
Brokenblade's just fighting. True Shot Rush coming out as well. Jackie's might have to use the Fate Sealed to escape because Caps is on the flank underneath the tower. Jackie's down to 300 HP. Caps jumps in. Soul Unbound from Jackie's is perfect. Caps will take him, but he'll fall for it. I think that's all that Jackie's could have got out of that.
That was the best Jackie's could have hoped for, especially as I thought...
To make sure it survived, but he was at risk of a 4-man tower dive if he did that, and even Malphite isn't tanky enough to survive that. So it will be Drake and a tower over to GiantX. Gold lead about 700 in G2's favor right now, but they will be able to pick up this Rift Herald, and using that will hope to break through at the tier 1 in mid.
They will need to TP Broken Blade back to the top side though if they want to try and make this fight happen.
Is the eye open? It's not. Isma could steal this. Glacial Prison, there's the eye, taken away by Noah. Skewmon diving onto Isma. LeBron coming in from the side as well. Skewmon doesn't really have anywhere to get out of this one. Might have to flash out of the back of the pit. Broken Blade flashing forward. Jun flashes over the True Shot Barrage. Manages to get the 2-man stun, and Skewmon's killed off Jun now. Skewmon's so low. Sunder Sky healing. Absolutely massive, but he's shut down by Lot. The flash out from LeBron as Broken Blade opens up onto Noah, who still has the barrier, and Broken Blade is CC'd to high heaven. Broken Blade falls. GiantX pick up a 2-for-1.
Great call from GiantX. Even Ansama isn't really in a position to do the damage that he needs to, especially as Lot starts to reposition him. Noah is being jumped on by Broken Blade, but it's not doing a huge amount. And Jackie's and Isma are just having a field day in the pit. Like, when you get these isolated skirmishes with the Sejuani and the melee champions, it works out so well.
And it does. Rift Herald used by GiantX immediately afterwards. Lot jumping onto Skewmon. LeBron there for the knockup. Bullet time onto Skewmon as well. As GiantX are now 7-4 up. Jackie's wants a piece of the action as he sees quite a large cost. It's G2.
Oh, Lot, that's not
up in the mid lane. Lot is going to teleport in here. Can immediately counter-strike if needed, and will do so. It takes half his health for it. The dragon goes down. Jackie's is the one to secure it for GiantX. Second dragon of the game. Glacial Prison hitting onto Broken Blade. Not the target you want. Ansama able to jump away from Lot. Jackie's will pull his soul back into his body and retreat from the fight. Good slow from the Make It Rain. But GiantX aren't going to find too much more here. G2 still grouped up as 5. Looking to push through for this mid lane tier 1.
Yeah, GiantX did manage to get the Dragon, so they're just trying to reforce entry in towards the mid lane tower. G2 trying to play for that. But if GX overextend here, it could be out of
Jun! 3-man knockup with a Pop Blossom! Fate sealed, follow up, and Broken Blade has to ult away. Caps already dead, didn't have time to react. He's Skewmon all the way on the top side of the map, just farming up his Krugs, trying to get as much gold into his pockets as possible. But there's the Archon, there are the roses.
And GiantX have been punishing well, like Jun getting into that position over the wall, finding the flash, and now catching more.
Oh, Lot with the flash forward, double stun. Hans Summer coming across the wall as well as Lot is quite deep here. LeBron gets the knockback, Glacial Prism going short. LeBron still knocked up, pops the Unbreakable Will, but there's the bullet time from Noah. Flash will be up before LeBron's flash is up. Caps is having a real struggle bus of a day as well as Broken Blade will be able to take this top tower. Face Sealed comes out, LeBron chasing forward here, but GiantX are on the collapse and Broken Blade is in too deep. And there's not much he can do as GiantX collapse on him. They'll kill off the rock, and now Hans Summer has to Arcane Shift away from Lot, who is on an absolute tear.
But that's two members of G2 that are gone, so Baron could 100% be on the cards here. Skewmon, can he make some sort of hero save? But looks like G2 aren't even sure if they want to go for that.
GiantX have really come here and woken up ready to fight. I have to remember, in front of their home crowd in Madrid, Jackie's jumps forward, True Shot Barrage has been used, we'll give it a little bit of vision, Glacial Prism down as well. There's the bullet time, and Skewmon doesn't get to play the game. Jun with a good Pop Blossom onto Caps, and here comes the rest of the chase. GiantX keep G2 away, Cull Caps, take the Baron. That's gold off this Baron power play as well. Jackie should be able to take the tier 2 here in the bot side, and that TP is going to be a little deep from Broken Blade. Does have the unstoppable force, but
face, and then you're like, oh damn.
What a shame. What a shame. G2 having the health bar looks a little bit bigger. As Lebrov here trying to defend his top tier 2. Lot goes in, Counter-Strike used. Lot, that was so greedy. Pops the stopwatch. Face still coming out from Jackie's as well. But I don't think Lot survived for too much longer. Never mind. He jumps in, gets the Sundered Sky, goes into the burst of bullet time. Lot, that was absolutely gorgeous. He survived for an absolute age. Does die in the end, but at what cost for G2?
I don't know if it was gorgeous, but if you squint, you can make out the picture. And I think for Lot, that's all he needed to do in that situation. Coming out with the kills, GiantX. Can they just end right here? I think they can.
Lebrov's up in 8 seconds. Hans Summer's 20 away, as is Caps. The inhibitor tower and the inhibitor have gone down. GiantX with an 8,000 gold lead now. Knocking on the Nexus. LeBron's looking for that long flank round. The second Nexus tower, the target for GiantX. But the minion wave not actually in range. LeBron gets a double knockup, stopping the channel through those Hex Gates. Caps on his way in. Dashing forward with the weirding. Isma the first target. Isma the only target as G2 will fell the board. The chase continues as Caps is dashing forward. Doesn't have a blast cone to take to go any further. Jackie's jumps back in with a base seal, takes down one, he's looking to make it 2, he'll find 2! And he channels as well! Sundered Sky procs. Lot had it all calculated in Madrid. Noah now taking the mid-tier 2. GiantX 7 towers to 2 up. Still 7,000 gold in the lead as Skewmon pops the Crescent Guard, but goes pops himself. A little bit too greedy, trying to hold onto that tower on stop. Unbreakable Will used by Lebrov just to survive through the bullet time. I'm sure Nia would have wanted one of those, but instead he had to dodge the bullets. Broken Blade on the front line. He is not a tanky mountain. Meanwhile, Caps goes down as well. GiantX, it is a demolition. It's 21 kills to 6. It's a 10,000 gold lead. Like, the only person with more than a couple of kills on G2 is Hans Summer, and he really hasn't had a chance to influence this game.
Yeah, I think when you're an AD carry in this position, there's very little that you can do. GiantX demolishing G2. That was not the sentence I expected to say coming into today.
No, nor did I. Absolutely incredible from GiantX in front of their home crowd as well. A large contingent of GiantX.
Quite often. So when you see him in the bot side, you often want something in the top side as well where you can still have a little extra damage. Sign doesn't provide that for
Why is it a great Aatrox?
I mean, there's a lot of low damage champs on the side of GX that have to go in.
I think you really want to try and contest this right now. Like, you're flashless on Caps. and on Broken Blade on the top side. So just take it easy, just look for the push instead and see if then you can maybe chip away this turret plate on the top side.
The GiantX do what they wanted, move their support AD up towards the top side, take away 2 grubs only, it seems. Isma trying to sneak away this final grub while his top laner was resetting. We've seen a couple of times, like, GiantX keep looking for
15 minutes. So the fact that you haven't actually been able to snowball an effective lead is a win in and of itself for GiantX. Now, I still think, like, you need nice boulder.
Both the top laners proxying waves, as they are wont to do. Isma looking for LeBron. Glacial Fisher coming down as well, and Isma and Jun in a 2v3 right now until the curtains open. Nature's Grass coming out. And LeBron, Jun pays for his...
as valuably as possible as a play in these fights can be a little tough.
G2 are going to try and contest this. Broken Blade has not moved at all, whereas Lot has. Unstoppable Onslaught coming out. The Magnus Sword follow-up, and Skewmon is down. GiantX will get their first kill of the game. They'll get all 6 grubs as well.
Nice. Good job by GiantX, shifting Lot towards the mid lane to make sure he was in a position to get that separation of the fight so G2 couldn't follow up. Now, Broken Blade was just able to get the tower on bot lane, so at least G2 opening up the map and getting a lot of gold for Broken Blade in the equation. So it now is a case, can GiantX use these 6 Void Grubs to their advantage, or will that be a lot of gold?
Man, he's a wolf!
And you get the top tower for it, like Dragon will be taken, but the fact that Lot managed to escape there is incredible. As GX, yeah, they get tower, Dragon Con, 2 dragons I should say now for G2.
Jackie's here looking for LeBron. Skewmond as well, cycling shove. We'll get the stun back onto him with that Unraveled. Double TP's being used. Glacial Fisher coming out. There's the CC follow-up onto LeBron, who tried to save his jungler, but can't save himself. He will fall first. Jun takes it into Portal Combat, and G2 begin to back away. Noah clipped, ace in the hole. Not enough, as the Severing Bolt does not connect.
The Severing Bolt and the artillery fire from Caps meant that Noah wasn't able to open up with the curtain call as much as he'd like to. So that could have gone very...
He just stepped straight into them. He still had flash. Caps is down. Broken Blade short to follow. G2 just lose their mind. Way too far forward there from Caps. Good one, Rob.
Thank you.
It's a good joke. Oh, LeBron got out as well.
Picture.
Shadowing Strike coming out, but Bob pops the Unbreakable, can stand beside Skewmon, but the Decimating Smash coming out might stop him in time. Okay, all credit to GiantX, but G2 have absolutely lost the plot. These last sequence of plays have been diabolical from them. GiantX playing into that home field advantage now have a 2,500 gold lead. It is looking pear-shaped at best for G2.
Yeah, I didn't realize the burst tire was going to be a metaphor for their gameplay coming in.
Riftheld started up for GiantX. G2, I mean, if you're going to fight it, you've got to have BBTP in, but they decide against it. They'll back away with LeBron at half HP. The Riftheld will be secured for GiantX. They will get the enhanced booties as well, I believe, from that, because it's their 3rd objective.
Mid lane tower before the dragon seems to be the call as BB looking for the tier 2.
It's the classical play, right? You go with the Riftheld in as the dragon spawns, you put the pressure on, Riftheld will get the charge in, good Weaver's Wall will lock out G2. There's the tier 1 in the mid lane for GiantX. Now they can turn their attentions over to the Drake. Isma tried to ride the Herald, but she was not long for the rest.
Jackie's
on the flank, flash forward, side pick shove, Nature's Guard's coming out as well. There's Magnus Storm to follow up. Skewmon dashes in with a twisted advance, but the Spiraling Despair is going to do a lot of work. Jun is the first to fall, and now Jackie's is the second to go down. GiantX a little bit too greedy, a little bit too deep, and they might just lose 3. Broken Blade comes in with the World Ender and ends Isma's day. G2 fight back.
Jackie's didn't get onto the carries with that flash forward. Hansama managing to sidestep the flick back, which means it's just Skewmon who ends up setting up, and even on the back, Noah getting locked up in the curtain call means he couldn't really follow through, and G2 desperately needed that team fight win. He sees Jackie's goes forward, he's looking for Hansama, but Hansama doesn't get connected with, and even that last tendril locking
as well on Skewmon, who has gone for the unending despair as LeBron caught a little bit here. Skewmon jumped on as well, good double knockup. Isma should be able to make the tree go timber. He runs towards the top side though, phase rush. Not enough. Keep it aggroed for now. Jackie's is on the flank down towards the bottom side. He's spotting out Skewmon. Good double shadowing strike. Jun can jump across the wall. Ardakan should reset as it runs out of patience. Jackie with the Weaver's Wall. They're going first for LeBron, but the Nature's Grasp and Cat's still alive on the backside. Could make this a very sticky situation for GiantX. Jackie's is already dead, so's Isma. Next, unwilling to wait out for the next Drake, instead trying to get the Articon Baron double combination. But G2 will get the Baron. They'll take this fight as well. Let's have another look, because it was a very odd...
It's kind of where you're going to fall back to.
Oh, Jackie's. Oh, Jackie's Broken Blade dashed across the wall here, snuck behind Jackie's, flashes forward. The Voltaic Psycho Sword doing so much work as BB finds a kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another engage with the Magnus Storm. Broken Blade's going to TP onto the backside, though, as Noah has to cleanse away from Skewmond. Broken Blade joins the fray. I'm not even sure he was needed. He'll take a double out of it. Hansama gets another. Noah's going to fall, and this is it. GiantX swept away a triple for BB, 11-6 now for G2. Soul on their minds and these tier 1s and tier 2s.
Skewmon did a great job there of getting onto Noah in the back of that fight, because Jackie's was already dead, so by removing Noah from the equation, there was just no damage left in the middle of that clump of people in the river. So Hansama just outperforming in the fight, and G2 outperforming in the rift. You'll see it here as the pick from Broken Blade, really well done. Jackie's thinks he's safe, but ends up finding Aatrox coming in behind him, finishing him off, flash away from the seismic shove as well, and then the finish. But you'll see here as the fight goes on, so the engage comes through, but watch Noah
down. Already down to 3,000 HP. Unstoppable Onslaught coming out. Lot's going to eat up a couple of those Yordle Snapshots. The Grand Starfall onto the backline, but Isma is way too deep. Lot's already fallen. GiantX just can't find a way in. The first false life now sitting on G2. Broken Blade with that flank position. Look how much damage the Infernal Soul is doing. Noah dead to a Severing Bolt. Isma's gonna fall as well. Only Jackie's and Jun left alive, and I'm not sure they can stop this advance.
I mean, Jackie's was in the base as that Atacon was going down, and G2 punish effectively as Lot overextends, and now the base gonna fall next.
Seismic shove on a Broken Blade, but he's still got the false life buff. Jun is dead. Hans is dominating. G2, they have enough minions. They have a tanky enough Maokai to push this one in. The Weaver's Wall blocked again by Lebrov. Jackie's ace in the hole won't be enough to get through the Seraphs, but Broken Blade will. 1-5-1 on this Aatrox. 6-1-3 on this Aatrox in the end, as G2 take the win and even out the series 1-1.
It looked like GiantX had started to get the better of G2.
I like Kai'Sa.
What build do you want to see out of the Kai'Sa?
I mean, definitely AP. You have the AD from the Wukong and the Gnar, so you have really good damage distribution. And it's actually a bit of
Oh, they get Cyrakan
I mean,
now.
that is smart from G2. The Rakan takeaway really flexes.
For the moment, not too much happening. I wonder if Isma might look towards bot after he's taken this Scuttle Crab. Lot chunked out a little bit, but he's on his way to Mega Gnar. Yeah, Isma's there, waiting behind Lebrov and Hansama. Cap's very low in the mid lane. Oh, one more! Oh, Jackie's! Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, Jackie's kind of into that one a tiny percent.
And you're now getting advantage in objective. So it's a much slower pace from G2, but it seems they are significantly more locked into what is happening on the map.
Yeah, and this is how they came out of the start.
And then look for the reset down in towards bot lane, but with all the rigmarole, it hasn't really happened here, and BB is doing fine.
Going in. Lot still in that mini-Gnar form. You can see BB flashing over Isma. Flash Cyclone, though, does get the double. Lot healing up as well. Lot will fall. Cap's now knocked up with the second cast of the Cyclone. Isma! Oh, no! Yes! Isma! Never mind! Caps knows. He's in your mind. He knows it. And Caps coming out swinging in this game. 3-0 now on that Orianna. 1.2k ahead. Second Drake as a fully stacked Seraph's Embrace already. It's going to be a very strong Orianna. As the plates fall off, GiantX will get a tower of their own.
Yeah, this is
a couple of Void Grubs still here for GiantX. There's another Drake in 2 minutes' time. Jun looking for Skewmon, can't quite land the slam into the wall. Does force him out, so Isma should be able to pick up this Scuttle Crab before Lebrov comes across. Lot now jumping in. Skewmon going forward as well, and TP comes out. There's the quickness from Lebrov. He needs to escape, but he can't get away from the Cyclone. Broken Blade here to join the play, but GiantX get a kill. Too much. G2 with a push in the mid lane should be able to take their second tower of the game and extend that goal way through to playoffs, and they just haven't been consistent enough for me to have faith in them to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, I mean, we saw it in the last game, right, where they get these early leads, which is perfect for this setup for G2.
I mean, as soon as Lot goes into mini-Gnar form, you have to feel G2 will go on the offensive again. Yep. There's the quickness. They step in, they dive forward, and down goes Jun. No keeper's verdict available anymore. Isma has to flash out the back of the pit. Lot forced away by Broken Blade. G2 will happily accept soul point.
didn't even have to burn the ultimate from Caps. It's just enough damage from LeBron knockup and the final breath coming through from Broken Blade. So G2, I think it's just trying to trade effectively for GiantX is just difficult. Like, you can kind of see with tier 2, or you just outright lose a tier 2 for this play by GiantX.
It's ripped out straight away from Skewmon. They're going to charge in here. Only have 2 grubs, so it's not the quickest push, but Caps is so strong with Leandries and Seraph's complete that his auto attacks up, but that's a big cooldown down for the remaining fight. GiantX have started up the Hextech Drake. Skewmon is there. Keeper's verdict stopped by the blast cone from the Brob. The Cyclone going forward, but Isma's rooted in place and can't find anyone. The Drake does go over to GiantX, but at what cost? Lot's getting chased down by LeBron. Lot jumps back in, a 3-man Gnar with a double stun. Summer goes into the Featherstorm. Caps is falling lower and lower, but he's still surviving in the middle. Noah's going to be able to take out one. Broken Blade looking for him as well, but Noah gets another. Great sidestep from that.
Value for Caps to use it, right? Like, Lot is on one side. You've got Jun who's putting pressure on the other. This, though, is less so.
LeBron going for Jackie's. Quickness gets in range. Jackie's knocked up. There's the shockwave, and Jackie's is dead. LeBron's going to fall as well. Skewmon being chased down towards the bottom side. G2 have found one, as have GiantX. Lot goes into the Mega Gnar form. Skewmon getting chased out by Isma, slowed up, but can just flag and drag his way away. Jun flashes in, but there's no real follow-up from the rest of GiantX. Killer Instinct on a Broken Blade, gets the knock-up into the last breath. Now Hans Summer starts to open up, gets the root, but in goes the Cyclone. Noah's on the wrong side of the wall to really do too much. More Catapult coming out. Skewmon's now separated from the rest of his team, and he will fall as well. In the end, it's GiantX coming out on top in terms of the trade. Losing to try and play around that dragon. We'll start up the Baron while you do. Noah's going to be able to take the Drake. How low is that Baron right now? 9,000 on it. Isma trying to get behind the pit. Keeper's verdict goes down. Skewmon's not in the pit anymore. Skewmon's not in the pit anymore. And that's the easiest steal I have ever seen happen. Lot trying to go in as the Rob has to pop the quickness. It's daylight robbery in the LEC.
But that's also going to be the mid tower going down as well. Look at where Noah is. G2 are throwing this game over and over, and GiantX are happy to pick it up. Jun is going for that play. Hans Sama is left high and dry in the pit as well. Like, there's no point in me even trying to find a way out. He knows he's going to go down. GiantX have just now taken firm control of this game.
They take the Archon as well, have the false life buff now. It's only 1,000 gold lead, but the momentum is truly in GiantX's favor. With this Baron buff for the next 2 minutes, G2 on the back foot, last breath going in. Noah able to escape. False life does get procced in the end, as does Jun's, and now Jackie's is on the retreat. Isma, I mean, he can look to try and save his mid laner, doesn't need to. Jackie's able to get away. Thorn now TP behind, as you say. Jackie's uses the stopwatch, puts the Arcane Storm down, knocked up, locked up, and he'll have to withdraw as well. GiantX greedy, going for the tier 2 in bot lane.
Lot TP'd in behind, and then realized his Mega Gnar ran out and just walked away. Just completely left Jackie's to his own devices.
Look, man, okay? Like, you know, sometimes, you just gotta leave him. You just gotta leave him behind. He turned to stone. Lot's like, I'm not having any more of this. Hans Sama, though, it's locked up, not knocked into the wall. Featherstorm comes out. Good grand entrance. Killer Instinct in. Hans Sama has the flash now. Lebrov able to get away from Lot. Do you think there's something with Giant?
I think GX are doing a good job.
Do you think they're able of it? Able to do it. That's so much better, as we see Lot getting caught out. Does have that Gnar. Broken Blade dodges to the side of it. Isma and Lot do still have their false lives. Keeper's verdict stopped by Jun. Jackie's still pushing in the top side. G2 do gain control over the mid lane wave.
In the grand scheme of things, though, like, it hasn't been that impactful of a Red Bull Baron power play. Like 3K, sure, but a lot of that was off the back of the immediate fight.
So I expect we won't see the end in the next 5 minutes.
G2 are kind of splitting the map, though, and I think this works for GiantX, because now they've immediately...
Yeah, because there's a tier 2 here for them, right? G2 did get a quicker push in top lane from Caps, but he took that tier 2 ages ago. G2 will want to wait out this Mega Gnar, and with the Demacian Standard coming over the wall, they know exactly where Lot is.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Lot was going to go for the hop over the wall.
Oh, Isma goes in with a cycle and onto Hans Sama. Meanwhile, Jackie's down towards the bottom side as pops. Caps his stopwatch. Isma's going to come back up with the GA. Killer Instinct in by Noah. Jackie's kills Hans Sama, and now it's all on Noah to try and put the team in his arc, but he can't do it. Good double knockup from LeBron. Skewmon a Broken Blade, the only 2 left alive though, and Jackie still has the damage. Skewmond will fall to Jackie's. The death ray is his death knell. Broken Blade catches the wave. And I think maybe a lack of damage now for GiantX, as they might turn their eyes towards the Baron, but Labrov and Broken Blade are still both up.
Jackie still has a lot of damage and a stopwatch, gonna need it.
Knocker, last breath onto Jackie's, but he's damn tanky with the Rod of Ages. Jackie's pops the stopwatch Siphon Power, giving a little bit of a shield as well. Broken Blade falls to Isma. It's Jackie's that takes the kill. Isma gets Labrov. G2 thinking.
And then as this fight goes on, Broken Blade is just too low on the HP to really follow up on this. Jackie's there with consistent DPS is the difference maker. And even as the moments that are tough for G2.
Look at Labrov, man. Talk about the engaged possibility. Labrov on a flank of a lifetime. Lot coming in as well. That's the Arcane Storm. Jackie's just on the front foot as he pops the stopwatch to avoid the shockwave. Labrov forced away. Caps the same. Does have the teleport. Labrov should be able to escape this. Root landing only onto the clone there. GiantX, I mean, they forced the shockwave out of Caps, and they managed to catch Skewmond, who has a Guardian Angel. It's going to be resurrected in the middle of GiantX. They miss all of the CC that they wanted to happen after he comes out, but still managed to take him down. Now there's a Drake to fight over, and G2 don't have their jungler.
And you've still got Isma's engage as well, so G2 need to be so careful of Brav.
He has to use the quickness to try and escape, but he's locked up, and Jackie's with the Siphon Power. Noah takes it in the end. Hunsummer the next target for GiantX, and G2 are caught all out of sorts. Hunsummer's down as well. The soul secured. Caps on the front line as Jun slams him into a wall. GiantX proving that they're the better team with G at the start of their name.
It is rare that we see Cap start 3-0 in a game, and now maybe on the brink of losing said game. GiantX, they want to take it right here.
Caps and Broken Blade trying to defend. They have Shockwave, they have the last breath, but Jun is keeping them at bay. The Killer Instinct in by Noah. Stopwatch to avoid the damage from Caps. GiantX, take a bow in front of your fans. That was incredible.
I cannot believe it is GiantX